If you're over the age of 60, there's a critical truth most doctors won't mention, a truth hiding in your refrigerator. There are 4 types of cheese that you absolutely should be eating for better health, and 4 that could be silently harming your heart, your brain, and your immune system. According to a landmark study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, eating the wrong types of cheese can increase your risk of heart disease by up to 40%. These harmful cheeses contain high amounts of saturated fats, which may lead to clogged arteries, elevated blood pressure, and even transient ischemic attacks, also known as mini-strokes. The danger is especially high for older adults because our bodies lose efficiency in metabolizing fats and sodium as we age. What's worse, many of these cheeses are marketed as healthy or gourmet, fooling even the most health-conscious consumers. But this isn't just a heart health issue. Some cheeses can speed up cognitive decline, disrupt blood sugar regulation, and spike systemic inflammation. Something as innocent as a grilled cheese sandwich or a cheese-topped cracker could be acting like a health-time bomb in your body, and you wouldn't even know it. And wait until you hear about the cheese that experts are now calling a stroke on a plate. Chances are, you've eaten it more times than you can count. Don't worry though, not all cheeses are villains. In fact, if you choose the right ones, they can support your immune system, strengthen your bones, and even protect your brain. So before we dive in, let us know in the comments where you're watching from. And if you enjoy informative health content like this, be sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more. Now, without further ado, let's begin with the top 4 cheeses you should be eating after 60, and why they might be the healthiest additions to your diet. Number 4. Mozzarella, especially fresh or buffalo mozzarella. If you've always thought mozzarella was just a bland pizza topping, it's time to change that perspective. When it's fresh, especially if it's the real buffalo kind, mozzarella becomes one of the most beneficial cheeses you can eat after the age of 60. Unlike the heavily processed shredded mozzarella you find in plastic bags, authentic mozzarella is made simply from water buffalo milk, salt, rennet, and cultures. That purity makes a huge difference. Fresh mozzarella is rich in high-quality protein, relatively low in saturated fat, and contains minimal sodium. A 2022 study published in the European Journal of Nutrition found that older adults who regularly consumed fresh, low-sodium cheeses like mozzarella experienced improved vascular flexibility and fewer arthritis flare-ups. That's likely thanks to its high calcium-to-sodium ratio and natural anti-inflammatory compounds. It's also easier to digest than many other cheeses, thanks to its lower lactose content. And it delivers essential minerals like phosphorus, calcium, and selenium, all crucial for maintaining strong bones, immune function, and even thyroid balance. Buffalo milk, in particular, contains higher levels of zinc, vitamin A, and antioxidants, making it an even better choice. Fresh mozzarella also contains natural bioactive peptides, substances produced during fermentation that have been shown to help lower blood pressure. And it's rich in conjugated linoleic acid, a fatty acid that aids fat metabolism and reduces inflammation. And let's not forget versatility. You can melt it over grilled veggies, slice it into a caprese salad with tomatoes and basil, or enjoy it in a simple olive oil drizzle. It's satisfying, nutritious, and easy on aging digestive systems. Number 3. Feta cheese. Feta may surprise you by making the good list, especially considering its tangy and salty flavor. But when consumed in moderation, feta is one of the most gut and heart-friendly cheeses for older adults. Traditionally made from sheep's milk or a blend of sheep and goat milk, feta has a unique protein structure and lower lactose content, making it far more digestible for seniors. This matters because as we age, our ability to break down dairy proteins and sugars can decline sharply. Feta's real strength lies in its nutritional profile. It's lower in fat than creamier cheeses, yet still provides ample calcium, protein, and vitamin B12, all crucial for maintaining nerve health, bone density, and muscle mass in older age. One of the most powerful benefits of feta is its probiotic content. Seniors often experience a decline in gut microbiome diversity due to medications and natural aging. Feta, when made with live cultures, supports digestive balance, boosts immunity, and reduces bloating. Thanks to its sharp flavor, a little goes a long way, meaning you can enjoy it without overdoing the sodium or calorie intake. Crumble a small amount over a salad, roasted vegetables, or a Mediterranean-style bowl for added flavor and health benefits. If you're concerned about sodium, simply rinse feta under cold water before using it. This can reduce its salt content by up to 30%, a valuable trick for those managing high blood pressure. Number 2, Swiss cheese. With its trademark holes and nutty, mild flavor, Swiss cheese might seem unassuming, but it's a powerhouse when it comes to health benefits for seniors. Perhaps its most remarkable trait is its very low sodium content. At just 54 milligrams per ounce, Swiss cheese contains about 75% less sodium than many other aged cheeses. This makes it a smart option for anyone with heart disease or hypertension. Swiss cheese is also naturally low in lactose due to its long aging process, making it one of the most digestible cheeses for aging adults who experience lactose sensitivity. What really sets it apart is the fermentation process. The bacteria used, particularly Propionibacterium fruttenrachii, produce compounds that have been shown to boost immune function. The same bacteria also help create vitamin K2, a nutrient that directs calcium to bones where it belongs, rather than allowing it to build up in the arteries. Swiss cheese provides around 220 milligrams of calcium and 8 grams of protein per ounce, making it ideal for preserving bone mass and preventing muscle loss. It's also rich in vitamin B12, crucial for brain function and energy levels, especially since B12 absorption often declines after age 60. And those signature holes? They're formed by gas-releasing bacteria during fermentation, which actually help break down the cheese's nutrients, making them easier to absorb. Number 1, goat cheese. If there's one cheese you should always have stocked in your fridge after 60, it's goat cheese. Creamy, tangy, and deeply nourishing, goat cheese offers a rare combination of digestibility, anti-inflammatory benefits, and dense nutrition. Goat cheese contains short and medium-chain fatty acids, which are easier for your liver to process than the long-chain fats found in cow's milk. These fats are less likely to be stored as body fat, a critical factor for those struggling with weight gain and slower metabolism in later life. Even better, goat cheese is lower in both casein, a hard-to-digest dairy protein, and lactose, making it far gentler on the digestive system. That's good news for anyone dealing with bloating, gas, or intolerant symptoms. Goat cheese also supports immune function. It's loaded with beneficial probiotics that aid digestion, reduce inflammation, and even influence mood by balancing gut-brain communication. As we age, our gut microbiome becomes more fragile, and goat cheese helps maintain that crucial balance. Beyond digestion, goat cheese provides selenium for thyroid health, zinc for tissue repair and immunity, and vitamin A for vision and brain function. It even contains omega-3 fatty acids, which are essential for memory and cognitive health, making it a true brain-supporting food. Some researchers are now exploring goat cheese's role in preventing or slowing Alzheimer's and age-related memory decline. And with no additives, artificial ingredients, or preservatives, it's a clean, whole food choice you can feel confident eating every day. Now that we've covered the healthiest cheeses you should include in your diet after 60, let's talk about the other side of the story, the cheeses you should seriously consider cutting out. Because while cheese can be incredibly nourishing, some types are highly processed, overloaded with sodium, or contain compounds that become increasingly harmful as we age. Let's begin. Number 4, American cheese. It might look like cheese. It might melt like cheese. But the truth is, American cheese is barely cheese at all. In fact, under U.S. law, it can't even be labeled as real cheese. It's considered a processed cheese product. Why does that matter? Because American cheese is a chemical creation. It's made by blending milk proteins with emulsifiers, artificial colorings, salt, preservatives, and a host of synthetic additives that have zero nutritional benefit and often pose real risks to your health. One of the biggest concerns: sodium phosphate, a common additive used to enhance texture and shelf life. For seniors, excess phosphate intake has been linked to calcium loss from the bones and increased risk of kidney damage, even in people without diagnosed kidney disease. Then there's the sodium content. Just one slice of American cheese can contain over 400 milligrams of sodium, almost 20% of your daily limit, and that's just in one slice. Pair it with processed bread or cured meat, and you've got a blood pressure disaster in the making. The saturated fat content is also sky-high, and unlike the healthy fats in goat or mozzarella cheese, these are harder for aging arteries to handle. According to the Journal of Geriatric Cardiology, seniors who consume processed cheese regularly are at significantly higher risk for arterial plaque buildup and chronic inflammation. Bottom line, American cheese may be convenient, but it's a poor nutritional choice. Your heart, brain, and kidneys will thank you for leaving it behind. Number 3. Blue cheese. This one might raise some eyebrows. After all, blue cheese is gourmet, aged, and packed with flavor. But for seniors, blue cheese comes with some hidden and serious concerns. Blue cheese is made using mold cultures, specifically Penicillium roqueforti or Penicillium glaucum. While these molds are generally considered safe, they can trigger immune system reactions in older adults with weakened immunity, mold sensitivities, or autoimmune disorders. Even more concerning is that mold-ripened cheeses have been found to contain biogenic amines like histamine and tyramine. These compounds can lead to headaches, migraines, increased blood pressure, and irregular heartbeat, especially in people taking common medications like MAO inhibitors or blood pressure meds. One study published in the British Medical Journal linked high tyramine foods like blue cheese with an increased risk of hypertensive crises in older adults on prescription medications. Let's not forget its high sodium content, often exceeding 325 milligrams per ounce, and saturated fats that can exacerbate cardiovascular issues. If you already have hypertension, heart disease, or are at risk of stroke, blue cheese can silently worsen your condition with every bite. So while it may be delicious in moderation for some, blue cheese is best avoided, or at least heavily restricted, by those over 60, especially if you're on medication or have cardiovascular concerns. Number 2. Cream cheese. Soft, spreadable, and mild cream cheese seems harmless. But nutritionally, it offers very little benefit and can be quietly damaging to aging bodies. Unlike fermented cheeses, cream cheese isn't aged or cultured, meaning it lacks probiotics, those beneficial bacteria that support gut and immune health. For seniors, this is a missed opportunity, especially since maintaining a diverse microbiome becomes more difficult with age. Cream cheese is also extremely high in saturated fat, with about 10 grams per 2 tablespoon serving, over 50% of your daily limit. Yet it contains almost no calcium or protein to balance it out. In other words, you're getting all the fat and none of the strength-building nutrients. Another issue is thickeners and stabilizers. Most store-bought cream cheese contains additives like carob bean gum or xanthan gum, which can disrupt digestion, especially in those with sensitive guts or IBS symptoms. And for anyone managing blood sugar or cholesterol, cream cheese is a silent saboteur. It's been linked to elevated LDL, bad cholesterol levels, and can worsen insulin resistance when consumed regularly. The takeaway: if you love spreads, opt for ricotta or goat cheese instead. You'll get better nutrition, easier digestion, and fewer hidden health risks. Number 1. Cheese spreads and processed cheese foods. If American cheese was bad, these are even worse. Cheese spreads, cheese sauces, canned cheese, and other ultra-processed cheese-like products are the worst offenders when it comes to senior health. These are loaded with trans fats, preservatives, artificial colors, and emulsifying salts that wreak havoc on the digestive system, kidneys, and heart. Many contain monosodium glutamate, MSG, or sodium aluminum phosphate, both of which have been linked to cognitive decline and neurological stress in older adults. In fact, a 2023 report in the Journal of Nutrition and Aging found that people over 65 who consumed high amounts of processed cheese products had significantly faster rates of memory decline and increased risk of metabolic syndrome. These spreads are also engineered to be hyperpalatable, meaning they hijack your brain's hunger signals and make you crave more, leading to weight gain, bloating, and inflammation. What's worse, many of them are marketed as light or low-fat, but they're filled with chemicals and sodium to make up for the lack of flavor. It's a lose-lose situation. If you see phrases like cheese product, pasteurized cheese food, or processed cheese spread on the label, that's your signal to walk away. Your diet doesn't have to be boring or restrictive. You just need to make smarter choices. The right cheese can support your brain, bones, digestion, and energy levels well into your later years. Remember, it's never too late to improve your health one meal at a time. If you found this video helpful, hit the like button and subscribe for more science-backed health advice. And let us know in the comments, which cheese do you enjoy most? And are you planning to make a switch after watching this? Until next time, stay healthy, stay strong, and take care of that amazing body of yours.